Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading, finally. We're here to finish the Rejection is God's Protection series. So let's find out first what segment of your life that's in, or what area, and then we'll get additional information. I've been guided to 2 decks for you. Alright, at the bottom of the deck, persecution or crucifixion. Alright, let's see where God is going with this. Alright, so the card that we have to come out is Death, but it was in the reverse, so let's just check the energy. Feels correct like this. So it's in the upright, so Death. Well, I don't know about your story, but I think that this is where I tell my story. So on the weekend, I went out. I spent the weekend with family. Yeah? So my daughter was at home by herself, and she was walking barefoot, and for some reason her footprint grabbed her attention. In this footprint, we were trying to figure out, well, what images do we see? And I saw several images. I saw the Sphinx. She saw this woman. And there was a snake. There was a reptilian. And what else? I saw a lamb. She only saw the woman. But when she sent it to me, I saw all the other things, yeah. So after our conversation, I went back to lay down, just chilling, and the snake appeared. And it's a female energy, the snake. The snake was slithering. It opened its mouth and it took in a bullet. The bullet was facing away from the snake. At the time, I didn't know what that meant, but when I came home and I talked to Malika was like, somebody's eating their words, or now that I'm getting this reading, it could be somebody was intending to actually shoot the Gemini. But whoever it is, they decided to take back that bullet. Okay? The reptilian, in my mind's eye, it came up to my face like this, thinking that it would scare me. The reptilian looks intrigued. So whatever you're doing, the ones that are after you, they're quite impressed with how you're handling the situation or situations that they are creating for you. Where you're supposed to be afraid of something, you're showing great courage, you're showing wisdom, grace, all that good stuff, yeah. So the reptilian is highly intrigued by your countenance. So the reptilian came up to my face like this after I saw the snake eating its own bullet, and the I guess it wanted me to like jump or some shit, but I didn't. My response was, that was rude. A personal space, you know. That was my response. That was my first response. Like, why are you up in my face like that? I don't care what you look like, where you come from, how different to me you are, how much more powerful, how much more old, how much more wise, all that. Just get out my face. This is my personal space. Okay, can we have some respect for that? So that was my interaction. But seeing the death card, it made me have to bring up that story about the snake taking back in its bullet. Okay? So maybe there was a death wish for the Geminis, and that's why God was taking his sweet time in delivering this message. Maybe now you're more open to receiving it without being afraid or whatever. But even when I was doing the readings outside, remember that somebody was after you, somebody was trying to bring violence to you, whether it's kidnap or somebody wanted to hurt you, Gemini, or hurt us. Okay? And I guess they were ready to fire some bullets at us, but rejection. They're met with rejection. So definitely rejection is God's protection, okay? Let's see, the underlying issue is racism. And then we got the victory. Okay? And we have the afterlife. So victory over the afterlife because of the laws of the universe. So whatever you've been doing it right, and therefore you are protected by universal law. So no matter what magician, no matter what weapons, no matter what they try to do, they can never, ever, ever, they have absolutely no power to cause death for you. None. Because this isn't the earthly police now that you're dealing with. This is the truly high courts. This is the universal courts. This is the divine courts, divine police, divine counsel. Okay? And God says, nah. So racism could be talking about actual racism, or it could be talking about somebody who is in competition with you, a race. Okay? So your competitors, you have victory over the afterlife because of you following the laws of the universe, or us following the laws of the universe. Okay? So we got sex life, which is not always about sex. Sex is it's a form of communication and interaction. Then we have war and discord. So there was war. Okay? Politics. So war of beliefs, war of philosophical understandings, beliefs, same thing. Just a difference. Just you being yourself is a burden to someone, and that in turn makes them a burden to you. But God got in the middle of it to calm the chaos. Okay. So that's what this is about. So somebody didn't like your belief, somebody don't like your way of life, and so they decided to take you out. But God says, I don't think so. So whoever was after you, they took back their bullets, they called back their hitmen, they reversed whatever their plan was. That would have never worked anyway. Okay, so we got Tuesday. Tuesday just fell out. And we got Monday at the bottom of the deck. So maybe they intended to do this on Tuesday. What day did I have the dream? Well, the vision. Because I was awake when I had the vision with the snake and the reptilian. I wasn't asleep. I just saw them come to me. I was awake, and that was Saturday night. Saturday night. So Tuesday was yesterday. So yesterday was supposed to be. I need to sit down and try and recollect what my yesterday was like, because it's very interesting. I see. Ooh, I need to sit back and remember what my yesterday was like. Tuesday. Because I think I see. Because these people talk to me through the license plate and stuff. Don't ask me how they do it, but the words that manifest on the license plates, I could tell who's on my team and who's against me in it. And one of them passed me yesterday, SFF. So they wanted me to know that I'm safe, because at the same time I was thinking some stuff. And then I saw that and I was like, thank you. I just kept it moving. This is why I don't really bother with going outside, because I know that the wicked people them can't handle me. Good people can't handle me, but wicked people can't. But I'm not afraid of your guns, bro. Nah, you have no power. I fear God only. And if I do what I know to be right, I have no reason to fear God. I have every reason to love God. So fear is not something that I'm in close proximity to. Okay? I won't fear you. If you're granted the power to take me out, then take me out. Yeah. Because if God opened the door and allow you to do that, then who am I to disagree? Everything God do is well done. Whether I like it or not is a different situation, but everything that God do, I can confidently say, is well done. I will not fear you kidnapping me. I will not fear you molesting me. And I will not allow you to break me upon such unfortunate events actually taking place. You still can't break my soul. I am the commander of my ship, under God. I knew what I was getting myself into by choosing this path, so this don't even surprise me. But I'm gonna walk it anyway, because it's the right thing to do. Somebody's gotta do it. Everything comes at a price. You must be willing to lay down your life in order to live life more abundantly. If you're not willing to risk anything, you've lost already. Let me rephrase that. If I'm not willing to risk anything, then that means I have lost already. Losing is not an option here. Oh, no. I'm a gentle, yeah, that's the one. I'm a gentle, fierce breeze. Do the math. I'll give you the answer because I've been saying it for years. A gentle, fierce breeze means I'm going to blow. I am coming your way. However, I'm coming in gently. But don't let my gentleness fool you. There's a lot of power for you to contend with if you choose to fight against me. Because I don't trouble people. So I won't take no bullshit from nobody. A gentle, fierce breeze. One more time. Got 8 at the bottom of the deck. That's where today's the 8. Yep. Tuesday, the 7th. Today is Wednesday, right? Yeah. So Tuesday, the 7th. Yesterday was supposed to be D-Day. Look, we got milliseconds at the bottom of the deck and nighttime. Oh, so they were supposed to get me yesterday when I went to meet my daughter in the night, I see. Ow! Okay, let's see what these other cards are. Wait. Y'all are stupid. So we got 1 and we got Saturday. Hang on. Yes, Lord. 1 on Saturday. Okay. So, we know what the 7 is. Let's find out about the 1 on the Saturday. I was given this to clarify. Hindsight is 2020. Let's see. This is why I do behind the scenes readings, because I know there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we know nothing about. So let's see. Let's clarify this 1 with this Saturday. Don't be afraid, Gemini. What is for you will be for you, and what is not for you will not be for you. And that goes for everything in your life. So if there's somebody that you want, if they're for you, you will have them. If there's a job that you want, if it's for you, you will have it. If there's anything or anyone that you want in this life, once it's for you, you will have it, and nothing can stop it. And if there is something that is not meant for you, it will not happen to you, period. So anything that happens to you, just know that it was part of your destiny, or it is part of your destiny, and it's always towards betterment. Anything that God allows to happen in our life, whether we good or we bad, is for our betterment. Okay, because if God loved the evil man, then God loved good people so much more. And God certainly loved the evil man. My studies have taught that. Okay, so imagine how much more God loves you and is rooting for you. Look, imagine how much more God loves you and is rooting for you. So you don't need to be anxious for anything. Just watch the game. So somebody invades your space a lot. And then we got, I serve you a lot. Okay, so this is God then. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. I manipulate you a little. Okay, so God want you to know that, yo, I'm here. And of course I have to push you the wrong way sometime, like our reading was delayed for God knows how many days while everybody else got their reading and stuff like that. God had to leave us and our enemies in the dark. And yeah, God want you to know I am so close to you and I'm here to serve you. Just as you are here to serve in God's kingdom. So when you're nice to people, when you're helpful, when you're kind, when you're thoughtful, when you teach, whatever you do, whatever good energy, or even sometimes even the bad energy, it's all in service to God, really. So it's like you're doing God's work. All right, God will make sure that it what's the word? Compensates you or us. Okay. And this is the reason why God had to hold back on our reading, because it would have come out before the event, which was yesterday. And see, as soon as the event was scheduled to happen, I felt the vibe like, okay, it's time. It's time to do Gemini's reading. So God couldn't allow the enemy to know before, because I guess they were being tested to see, like, are you really going to try and do this? Are you really going to do that? You really think that you're justified in what you're doing to Gemini? So I guess they failed their test. This morning I woke up from a dream and I was sent with a message that said, what the message actually said was Sky v Sagittarius. And then I got like the Roe v. Wade kind of energy. So I know it's court proceedings. So this is Universal Criminal Court proceedings. So I put the word versus when I put the message on my different platforms. So I put the Sky versus Sagittarius. So there's a Sagittarius energy, whether it's the sun sign, moon sign, north node, south node, whatever. Sagittarius energy. They're in big trouble. And this is why I'm not doing Sagittarius readings at this time, because there's a serious battle going on. And if I give them heads up, then it will change how they move. You see, they'll know how to move. So because I'm so accurate, God said, hold back. And I was like, that sounds like a great idea, you know. And the thing is, all this nonsense is new to me. So God really has to be by my side and coach me on how to handle these type of issues, because I've never had this type of challenge in my life before, you know. So we have to work closely with God so we could get those downloads, those instructions, and follow instructions, see the sense in what we're being instructed to do or not to do, and follow divine guidance. Okay. They're always trying to kill me, so that's why I'm not fazed. This is nothing new. Okay. Sometimes whatever they give me make my belly swell out to like here. It's not because I'm fat or I eat a lot. It's because I'm being sabotaged. But I don't care. I'm used to it now. And I know that there'll come a day where they won't have any access to me anymore. It will stop. And then my true beauty can shine through. So if people think I'm jealous now of how I look, because I used to look so ugly before. Imagine as I age, I'm looking better. Why? Because I was being sabotaged back then. But glory to God, I'm happy because if I was allowed to be beautiful back then, people would treat me differently. And then it would be harder for me to determine who was fake from who was real. So what God did was hide my beauty through using the enemy. Their sabotage hid my beauty. And because my beauty was hidden, I got to find out who people actually were. Okay? Because my physical beauty was hidden, but my spiritual beauty was always on display. I was always kind. I was always caring. I was always patient. I was always respectful. Unless somebody disrespect me, I have no reason to act a fool. You see? And that wasn't enough for the people, for majority of the people that I was around. So it's like, that means I'm around a whole bunch of fucking fools then. Because if you're going to see me as shit at the bottom of your shoes just because I'm not as pretty or because I don't have as much of a big bank account, then your values are fucked up, number one, and I don't need to have friends like you in my life. Okay? And that's what was revealed to me. So because God hid my beauty, I got to see the true makeup of people. God hid my beauty. God hid my financial status. God hid all the things that they value when it comes to me. Because I am rich in all senses. Okay? I'm sure that they can't believe who I am and how my life has progressed. They never expected me for my life to go in this direction. My life is going up when they swear to God I'll be going down because they all gang up against me. And we, even with their powers combined, they still can't move me. They're still losing. You know what I'm saying? So what is for you, Gemini. Be grateful for things that are going bad in your life. Rejection is God's protection. God hid my true beauty. You see these teeth that are messed up? I don't even mind. It's part of the plan. It's part of the process of elimination. So if people can't see past my physical beauty to the absolute fabulousness that is my spiritual character, they're fucking idiots and I don't need them type of people in my life. Those are the people that will be fair weather friends. When you have it, they're there, and when you don't have it, they're gone because they don't see your true value. They're looking for outside. They're looking for outside value and not what is truly long-lasting and valuable. It's better to have a loyal friend than to have a fucking rich, disloyal one. It's better to have a loyal, broke friend who will be there to fight with you, who will be there to share whatever little they have with you, rather than to have a disloyal friend who has an abundance of anything. Because disloyalty in itself tells you everything that you need to know. If they find somebody they consider to be better than you, they'll just kick you out with no concern. Those are people who love you for a season and love you for a reason, not for a lifetime. We don't need them type of people in our lives. If that's how they're gonna be, then we need to keep them way out on the sidelines, right out at the perimeter of our personal space. Because it's like, you know that they don't value you or really care for you anyway. You know what type of relationship that is. So why invite them into your close circle when that is not how they feel about you? They will betray you in a second, in a heartbeat, for a better something or better someone. Well, what they thought or think is a better deal or a better someone. I'm pretty sure that many if not all of them wish they hadn't treated me how they treated me. Many if not all of them wish that they had played the game differently. They don't want to be loyal to me, mind you. They don't love me that much. But at least they think that they should have been smarter as to how they play the game so that they could keep me locked into them so that they could have access to me and what I have accomplished at this time and what I will accomplish in the future. So because of how they treated me in the past, they know that they've shut themselves out of my kingdom. Period. And you know these people have the audacity to still try. They have no shame. And they think I'm a fucking fool. They insult my intelligence. But it's cool. Because it will become clear one day where I stand, where they stand, where our relationships stand. I'm not in a rush. And I hope that my experience is teaching you something about your interaction and your story, Gemini. Because I would imagine we're going through something very, very similar. Okay? So they wanted to take us out, and God says, nah, I don't think so. One more time. Finally, we're here. Alright, at the bottom of the deck, we've got I protect you a little. Okay. Well, we already saw I protect you a lot. So I don't know where that comes from. But there's protection. So this can't be God. This may be the people that are around you. Because like I said, there was a car and he had the message on his license plate telling me that I'm safe. Okay, so I don't need to worry about nothing. So that would be the earthly protectors. But God protects us a lot. So God delegates the duties to people. Whether they're aware of it or not is another question, but God can make anybody do anything that it wants them to do. That's why it's called God. If it didn't have that power, then it wouldn't be God. The snake ate its own bullet, bit its own bullet. Had to hold back, couldn't do shit. So, we got I pray for you. But it was kind of wonky. Let's check the energy to make sure what it's saying. Feels correct like this. So somebody don't pray for you. Okay, so we got 1 and Saturday. This is clarifying the 1 with the Saturday. So think back. Well, the Saturday is when I had the vision. So think back to what happened to you on Saturday. Saturday morning, noon, or night. Okay? So somebody don't pray for you. So somebody don't wish you well. Okay? So I guess this is when the plan was hatched. But while they're hatching the plan, God is showing me that they have to take back. They have to bite their own bullet. At the bottom, oh yeah, the next card that came out is I protect you. So that's 2 different energies. So somebody don't pray for you, but you are protected anyway, or we are. At the bottom of the deck, we have I am straight, and I stalk you a lot. I have you on an altar because I hate you a lot. So yeah, somebody is praying on your downfall. So they pray for you, but they pray negative prayers for you. They pray for our death. They pray for our destruction. They pray for our sadness. That's what they be asking their God for, or their guides for. And the question is why? In any case, they all got rejected because any permission that's being granted has to come from the divine. So whether you're playing for the dark or you're playing for the light, God is the source. God is the permission giver. And without God giving it the green light, it cannot happen. So they're summoning these dark spirits and asking them to destroy us. And God, they go to God now for permission, and God is like, nah, not that one. Because there's an order to things. The laws of the universe saved us. We are not guilty. We are being bullied. We are not having it, and God is not having it either. So there is no power, there is no dark power that they can call on to override this decision. Because God ultimately is the one who grants these wishes or gifts or permissions. And God said no. And these dark entities, they know better than to defy God. These stupid earthly mongrels don't know any better. But even the darkest of the darkest know that there are rules to this. There's an order. And to go against the order is to violate universal law. And that means punishment. Rightfully and justifiably so. So, we came very close in the night time. So think back to where you were on the 7th, yesterday night. So this person is focused. I am straight. They're focused on you hard. On us hard. They're focused on Gemini hard. Unjustifiably so. And that's the reason why their wish was not, is not, and will not be granted. Thank you for watching, Gemini. Until next time. Bye-bye.